Hi, my name is Roy Weaver. I'm General Manager of Weaver's Fine Furniture in Sugar Creek, Ohio. And I'm going to demonstrate how to make a high-end professional steak in your backyard. I've often struggled in making a good steak. I found out with a good piece of meat, the right grill, and a couple little techniques, you can make steakhouse quality steaks in your backyard. First of all, what we have, we have filet mignon, 2 1/4 inch thick. The local butcher shop calls it Roy's cut. It's a cut that I like. It's thick and it's prime and it's good. First thing you do, we're looking at 2 1/4 inch thick steaks. The first thing we do is we get them out of the refrigerator and we leave them on the counter for about 5 hours to get the meat to ambient room temperature. That's one of the first keys to a good steak. Secondly, I use my seasonings. I have them all in here. First thing I do is I put on some onion salt. And then we'll put on some garlic salt. Some black pepper that is fresh ground. All right, then we top it off with kosher salt. I like kosher salt. It's a coarse salt, and I just think it's the best salt that you can use on a steak. These steaks are not marinated. I usually coat them pretty good because what happens by the time you flip them over, you lose half of your salt on it. So and we'll flip it over on the other side. The grill is currently turned on. What I'm using today is a Solaire infrared grill that maxes out at about 1500 degrees. So we'll do the same thing on the other side here. There we go. In here I got some butter, which we'll use a little bit later. We'll put a little bit of salt in there as well. Okay, the steaks are all seasoned and we're ready to go. The grill is on high, approximately 1500 degrees. The key to a good steak is heat. You've got to have enough heat. So we're starting off here at about 1500. Another essential part is the timer. If you ever go away from your grill, make sure that you got your timer with you. Everything that I do here is timed. Solaire gives you a tremendous even heat. Because it has an even heat, you can go do all your cooking by time. We're going to leave it on here for about 3 minutes. We're going to have it on high, and then we're going to turn it over and go another 3 minutes. Okay, we're at 3 minutes. Now we turn it over. The nice grill marks on there. And then we take a little bit of this butter here. Just put a little bit of this butter on the top of it here. will cause a little bit of a flare up. That's from the butter, but not a whole lot. So now we go another 3 minutes. Another 3 minutes. Now we turn it to the other side as well. And now what I do is I'll turn it down to a medium heat. So now we're going to drop the temperature down to around 1,000 degrees. And again, remember, every time that we flip it over, and we'll be flipping it over about turning it over about every 3 minutes, we put some more butter on. With a Solaire grill, you grill everything with the hood open. Never close the grill. It's infrared, which means the heat goes into your piece of meat. If you close it down too long, you'll actually warp the top of your grill. One of the things that's different with an infrared is all your heat goes right into your meat. With a conventional grill, your heat goes into a cavity almost like an outdoor oven. You close it down, try to get the temperature up, you're always fighting temperatures. This way you keep everything open, you can smell it. It's a little hard to smell over video, but trust me, it smells great. As we're cooking this, let me explain to you what happens when you have this amount of heat for a piece of steak. When we first put the steak on for 3 minutes, what we do is we actually sear the steak. That does two things. Number one, it keeps the juices inside. It almost burns it, not quite. If you leave it on long enough in that position, it will burn the meat. But these marks that you see here on top of the steak are sear marks. And that keeps the juices inside. You can literally make a steak well done and still be juicy throughout. The other thing that happens is your steak will continue to cook even after you take it off because of the tremendous amount of heat from the infrared burner. Another advantage of an infrared is, we are doing this in Ohio, is that in the middle of the winter when it's cold, you can be out there grilling without any worrying about the temperatures being too cold. You can't get the grill hot enough. I grill year-round, sometimes out in the snow, standing in snow. I do these demos for customers, for people coming in. I've done corporate events, I've done fundraisers, weddings. If you ever want to see a demo in person here, you simply need to email me, tell me when you're coming, and I'll make sure that we'll have some meat here and we'll make some food for you. All right, we're at almost 15 minutes. We're going to take this off. And we're going to let it rest for a little bit. Turn it back on high. The nice thing about an infrared grill is when you get done grilling, you turn it on high for about 10 minutes and it self-cleans the grill for you. All right, let's see what happens here. We'll allow this thing to sit for a little bit here. There we are. Nice. Pink on the inside. Steaming hot. Of course, the chef gets the first piece. Here you can see it's all juicy and there's almost no pink in it. This is a well done piece, and it is moist all the way through. A normal grill, you cannot do that. You get it so, if you want to get it where there's no pink inside, taste that. It is just as good as the rest of the pieces.